one. I'm so
You're
sorry.
you're great. You're excellent. Go
Um,
ahead.
I have two questions actually. What determines the financing for classes 3 and 4?
There's these dice, Nancy, that we get, and we go like this, and then we roll them. No,
I thought it was the rock, paper, scissors thing. What?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Is that a new
Well,
process? I'm not informed.
well, remember, we started with rock, paper, scissors, but we're developers. We always grow and get better, right? So the dice are far more advanced.
Oh.
So yeah, it's what happens behind the scenes, Nancy, and it's a great question. Is we have a percentage of our deal flow that Monterey purchases, and then we have a percentage they hold in portfolio. They call it our collateral requirements, right? And so as the deals fund, and as your deals go to the finance department, and Pat and or someone else, in that finance department kind of finalizes them, there's kind of this behind the scenes kind of way that Monterey just slots them in. So they buy everything that they can buy from us. And then the minute we dip 1/100th of a percentage below our collateral requirement, the next deal goes into portfolio. And then they keep doing that. And then, so it always stays right there at our low collateral requirement, which means we sell as many of the loans to them as possible. So it's a formula.
And the collateral requirement has been reduced.
Oh yeah.
Too.
It's been reduced.
We actually have more that we're able to sell than we used to be able to.
We'll get another reduction in 2, 3, 4 months because the portfolio is performing so well. But in that sense, Nancy, it's just kind of almost, if you're familiar with stock FIFO, first in, first out, it's kind of the same idea, the first in, first out, right? So as they fund, we've arranged it with them to purchase every deal they can, and then the minute we need to beef up the collateral requirement, the next deal goes right into servicing. So in that sense, it's first in, first out.
Okay. And then my second question is
May I make a quick comment on that before we move forward?
Sure.
Nancy, one thing I want you guys to realize is even when they go into the portfolio and the client is committing to a monthly payment and Monterey is collecting it for us, what we've been finding is a nice percentage of the clients, when they get the unsecured business lines, want to move that, want to pay off that debt because it's not cheap interest. It's not huge, but it's high enough where if they get a 0% credit card, they like paying those off. So we see a lot of them paid off in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the road. So very rarely do they go term. So you guys have an upside there down the road in a few months, which is kind of cool. That's a trend we've seen.
Thanks, Jimmy.
That's also like an kind of just, I put it out there to the clients, like, look, if you do get this unsecured lines, you might want to transfer that over because now you're 0%, and they're like, oh yeah,
Well, it's also a recommendation from the BFS. Obviously, they're good stewards of the counsel advice they give them, and it's good advice. You take an 18% out credit, with a 0% credit card. That's excellent advice.